Start streaming sausages, baby. Hey guys, how's it going? I sounded almost a little bit American then for a second. Hey guys, how's it going? Dr. Nerd, how you doing? John, how you doing? Chill, baby. Unofficial bingo queen. Got a fancy pop filter on my mic. Hey, Smoking Joe! Seymour, how you doing? You can see your name from here. How's Italian? How's Brent? Lamb Hut Club! Woohoo! I'm alright, mate. I'm tired, but I'm alright. How's the picture looking? I've changed some things. I didn't realise that I could actually go into the settings and change the contrast and the brightness and things. Do you think it looks better? Yeah, see? And I moved the light as well. I put the light more in front of me rather than up there. Looks good. Kyle, you need drugs. Yes, this thing does sound better. Actually, it's running through my my plexi, which I fixed. It looks good. Thank you, Dr. Nerd. Your baby's on the wall. Yeah, I just fixed my plexi yesterday. I did a video. There's a video coming out on it tomorrow. And I've forgotten how nice this amp is. It's not 100% fixed because it's got a microphonic. It's easy for you to say. Microphonic valve in there, which I need to. You can hear that every now and again it's squealing, and it crackles every now and again. But it's just a valve. It's fine. Less spill from the screen. Cool. Yeah, I was just... that is an issue, whether it fits in the KA or not. So I might have to take it out of that and put it into something else. But we'll see. See how it goes. Yes, Dr. Nerd's stream last night was very cool. It was the first time I managed to get in there. So, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Sorry I had to leave and go to bed. It was getting late for me. Yeah, and what I've done, Smoking Joe, is I'm running the pod into my plexi on the Dumble setting. I didn't even know it had a Dumble setting, and it's a little bit of compression, a little bit of delay. And it's just tasty. I love it. Coffee in the mug. Coffee. You're drunk and can't type. So I didn't even see what you said. What did you say? Don't worry. It's fine, Finny. Is it your birthday? Yes, Rebel. It's a very nice, clean Marshall Plexi sound. Lots of headroom. It's 18 watts. I fixed it. It's been broken for ages, but I did it because of the function band I'm playing in. And I'm using my 5 watt, which I use in my blues band, and it's got that really bluesy tone to it, but doesn't really work well in the function band. I need something with more headroom and crystal clean, because we're doing quite a lot of like 80s stuff as well, stuff by the Police and things like that. So I need that nice clean. You know the sound I'm after. So that delivers it really well. Doesn't sound like a fit 65 quid guitar, does it? Doesn't play like one either. I love it. Are we going to get a nutter tonight? Well, we hope not. That was unfortunate, wasn't it, Doctor? Unfortunate, but you know, you do get them. I used to get them a lot on Twitch. A lot. But I suppose you get them everywhere. But we, they're just idiots, aren't they? Good greetings from planet Earth. It's not your birthday. I'm not going to sing you happy birthday then, Finny, if it's not your birthday. You've arrived now, you've had your first proper nutcase, yeah. It's like a rite of passage, isn't it? Yeah, I had plenty of them in life. So I'm just turning this heater off. Let's get on. My teenage acne doesn't look so bad. Does it look good in this light? Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Yes, thank you, Smoking Joe. I do love it. I really do. I was going to put the roller saddles on it, but I changed my mind because one, I can only find 5 of them, which is really frustrating. I've got some of these. They're not expensive. Got a little roller ball in there, which I did have on a Strat years ago, and for some reason I can only find 5 of them. And looking at the setup on the guitar, it's going to be really hard now because I've drilled those holes bigger for the strings. I don't know if you can see. I'm all tangled up. Hang on, let's see if I can get you in the. I don't know if you can see, but I drilled these holes here bigger for the strings to go through, and I'd have to drill holes to put those saddles in because this has got 3. You know, that type with the 3 in there, and there's not a lot of meat left on this now to drill into, so I'd have to change the whole setup of it. And I'm like, oh, can I be bothered? And it's actually not too bad as it is, so I might just leave it alone. My glasses left him in the house again, but it's all right. I can see because I can see better because I've got the light in the better place. Roller saddle. Unless I can find the roller saddle that will just fit with how it's set up, if you know what I mean. Roller string trees, yes. But it's not too bad. It does hold its tune really well, so I might just leave it alone, to be honest. It's working fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. So the song is pretty done-ish. Well done, everyone. I think it came together really well. Somebody's already done a remix of it. I don't know if anybody's seen that. I'll see if I can get it up for you in a minute. And someone's made a music video for it too. Which is kind of cool. Put pencil lead, yeah. Yeah, I used to make my own nut sauce. I don't think I've got any left, but just some Vaseline and some, and then grate some pencil lead into like a little bit of Vaseline, mix it all up, and then you can just smudge it in there, and it works really well. Or WD-40, did that for years. Makes your fingers go weird though. You contributed to G&D. There was lots of people contributed. It was great. need to know a really good engineer to machine you a set. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Impressed with the singing on it. Well, thank you. It was all pretty much done in one take as well, and I'd been busking. The second lot I did, I was busking all day as well, as I was a bit like, getting that high key change at the end, I was like, here we go. It was a bit, but I got it. And it's the power of having a really good interface and a good mic and good compressors and stuff like that. Makes it all sound better, doesn't it? That's all right, Dr. Nerd. There's plenty of time to do a solo. I didn't. This is the other thing I wanted to discuss. Really, was how we're going to do that. Are you able to take the track from the video? It is a WAV on there, but I don't know. I think the quality is still pretty good, but it won't matter because I'll remix it anyway. Or did you want me to, or did you want to send me your email addresses and I'll send it to you? Or was there another way we could do it so people could get hold of the track? Keep the barrel type, yeah. If I can get like barrel type roller, that'd be good, wouldn't it? That would do the trick. I'm sure I can. I haven't looked. The single for the album, what's the first one, isn't it? It's got to mean something, and it does mean something. I think it's great. I love it. Yeah, so doing the solo, yeah. So, because what I've done at the end of the track is I've left it rolling. I've looped it 8 times round on that key change chorus. So that would be the main solo, well, the end solo piece. So that's in E, I think, which is nice because it puts it in like a nice C sharp minor, which is a nice sweet spot on any guitar really. I like playing in C sharp minor. Yeah, you can just. So what did you use? Sorry, Doctor. You used Safe from to download the whole vid. Yeah, you can just do that, can't you? Just download the video and then you can rip the audio off of that. Surely, yeah, because it's just clean at the end. And that's it. And then just record your parts, and then you could upload. You could upload your track, just the guitar track on its own without the music to YouTube, and as unlisted and share it with me. Then I can take it from there and put it into the DAW, so to speak. If you want, that'd be a way of doing it. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys, I suppose. And if you can get it to me, if you can get stuff to me, get it to me, and then I could either do different versions of it with different or take parts of one solo, add it to another one, and do like that. You can have some real fun with it. Is there a downloadable MP3 of it somewhere? I could make that happen. I'm just trying to think how I can do it. Unless I just email it to you, because there's only a few of us here, so it wouldn't be too hard for me to just fire you an email of it. Is it possible to have a copy of the track without the vocals? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you can have anything you want. If you want to do your own vocals, I'm happy for that too. This is basically your song, so you know I just did it how I heard it. But if you want to do your own, that's great. Or you could just have it as an instrumental and just guitar over it. Send it to you on Facebook, yeah? That's cool. Do it as WAV, yeah. If I do it on Facebook, it'd have to be an MP3 because it'd be too big. I could do like a Google Drive folder and share it. Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it, John. Do whatever you want to do. It's all yours, my man. Alan. Hello, mate. Oh, you'll build, yeah. You can get carried away with them, can't you? I mean, the problem is now is these they're just as expensive actually buying a guitar now. So it's kind of like, is it worth it anymore? Because you can buy like the Harley Benton, I don't know what it is, the T20 is it or something like that, for about the same price as the Telecaster kit, and obviously it's already painted and everything, so you can choose your colour and you can go ahead and chop that around and upgrade it anyway. So it's almost like, what's the point? Google Drive folder or Dropbox. I could probably do Dropbox. I'm limited on Dropbox though because I think you're only allowed 2 gig. I think, but Google Drive, yeah, I can do up to 15 gig. But 2 gig's probably enough anyway. So there's lots of ways we can do it. We could do it so like you guys send me your email addresses and I'll Dropbox folder it to you and share it. You can rip it from the video itself if you want to. It is upload. I did upload it as a WAV. And all of that. Obviously, it's not. It's still in its raw form as well. I mean, it's not really mixed yet. I haven't EQ'd anything. So, or put any effects on any of the guitars or bass or anything. So, there's all that to do. So there will be another version of it. Unless you want to do it, I'm not sure if I could do it. Well, I can't really send it as a session. Yeah, Dropbox is a bit old school now, isn't it? What do they say? I got called a boomer the other day. I had to Google it. So what's that? What's that mean? I'm not old enough to be a boomer. When do we all tour with it? Did you want me to play you the remix that someone did with the music video? I can put it on here because I got the old OBS app. OBS. Or I could just put the link in the chat here now and you can check it out yourselves. Yeah, like a baby boomer. I think he was getting. He was trying to be. It was meant as an insult, I think. Calling me old and out of touch, maybe. It was on a comment on the video. He didn't like my review. Called me a boomer. You want me to play it here? It's a video, so let me see if I can get this to work. I should be able to get this to work. It's quite long though. You're going to be alright for about 4 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it in there. Once it starts, I can't stop it until I delete the window. Alright? No, I can't please everyone. I don't try to. The guy that did the remix. Let me see. Hang on. I can't remember. It's another YouTube channel. I can't remember. Oh no, it's Big Beat Records Music. Big Beat Records Music. Did it? Yeah, I'll play it. Let me see. Is this it? Is it gonna play? It's not gonna play. Hang on a second. Oh, hang on, I've put the wrong thing in. 2 seconds. Bear with me. Rah. I'll get it up. Hang on. I'll have to just go onto the actual thing. Here's the link. Here it comes. This should be it. Please work.
Cue the track.
Can you see it?
She just left without a word, got on the train, bought a one-way ticket to a two-lane hall. Another carriage passes, but the platform remains, staring down the lights, waiting for my train to start. Ticket booth is open, but I don't know where to go. Can't sleep without you, 'cause I know I'll wake alone. Looking at the sandy beach with the sky so blue and the sea so smooth, she's feeling it too. One more stop on this track, but 1,000 miles to go. But now she's alone.
Can you see the video all right?
If my dream ran out of steam, no looking back, only looking forwards down the track. Another carriage opens, will you be there? Or another empty box just full of black? Coach train and engine roaring, slowly sliding, gathering speed. Who knows how to find you? It's the place where angels sing.
You don't like my music? I will fight you.
The freshest. The freshest.
All right, there you have it. Takes a bit of a weird turn in the middle, I must say, but I liked parts of it. I don't know, what do you think? I think some of the video was quite cool, actually. I'm not. Yeah, I think the dancey bit in the middle was a bit. No, didn't really fit the song at all. But that's the point of the project, wasn't it? That people can just do what they like with it. So, you know, hats off for the guy trying and putting something together. You're speechless, are ya? But yeah, so what now? Obviously, you guys are gonna put some stuff to it, the ones that want to, and all of that. So we'll do that. Hey, Craig, you missed the epic show and tell. But I think we'll stick with the original version, shall we? Maybe we should copyright it. What do you think? Should we set up a record label? So, did you want? Obviously, we want to finish this one. So, my drummer has put some drums down on a version, and he did send it to me, but I can't get it to play for some reason. So I'll have to get him to send it again. Yeah, I was enjoying it until the weird dancey bit came in. Your dreams will forever be trained. Oh, tainted. Sorry. It could be the B-side. It'll be all the club mix. So anyway, so that one's obviously we're gonna finish. So I look forward to getting your stuff. Send me your email addresses and I'll get it to you so you can do it. When you do it, it will help me a lot if you 0 point your recording. So when you put it into your DAW and you're going to record your part, record it right from the beginning. Press record right from the beginning of the track. Even though I'll have a lot of dead track until you play, it just means it will just slot in without me having to work out, timing, and dragging it, to get it in time and stuff. So that will help me a lot if you can do that. You joined at the weird dancing bit. Will you be playing any lead at the end? Will I be playing any lead? No. I've done my playing. I'm not playing anymore on it. You can find me on Facebook would be the easiest thing to do, Gunter. Yeah, easy to find me on Facebook. Just put my name in Google and you'll find me. Easy. And just send me a message. And friend me. I am on Facebook all the time. And then we'll take it from there. And the other question is, do we want to do another one? Do we want to carry on with this? And do something else? I was thinking maybe for the next one, it would be really cool maybe if somebody sent me a drum track, maybe? Maybe some drums. I don't know if anybody's got the ability to do that. That'd be really cool. Maybe you can program some drums and we'll get a groovy vibe going or something. What's with the sad face, Gunther? that you like Facebook. I'll tell you what. I'll give you my email. Here. You can email me. Oh, hang on. Boom. Email me there. And I'll send you it or share a Google Drive folder or something. I'll do that over the next couple of days. Well, actually, it won't be tomorrow. Over the weekend. We should do an album and all go on tour together. Yeah. It might be hard to put that together. But yeah, we could put an album out there. We could do it for charity, couldn't we, or something? Maybe we could try and. Maybe I could try and get someone involved that's got a bit more power in the industry, like Rob Chapman. He's got a lot of power. I'll trust you won't send me any dodgy crap. So I won't worry about it. My email address is out there anyway. Oh, that's the other thing as well. It hasn't got a name, this song. You need to name it. I've just been saving it as the train song, but it's not really the train song. So that's another thing. What are we calling this thing? Track number 1. The debut track. What do I think of Rob Chapman? I haven't really listened to a lot of his music. I have listened to some of it. I like his new stuff. I haven't really listened to his old stuff because I'm not really into the kind of stuff he plays. I really like the Anderton videos he used to do, but he stopped doing that now, hasn't he? And the whole thing lately with the what was it, KDH video and all of that, and got a bit silly. And he said some things he shouldn't have said and all that stuff, but you know, he's just a guy, and you know, doing his thing, and he's made a huge success out of being a musician and a YouTuber and stuff like that. So you know, respect for that. And no one's perfect. People say silly things and do silly things in life. I suppose it's just he seems to have gone quiet on it now and just carrying on, head down, carrying on sort of thing. But I did listen to some of his new band. Is it the Clockwork Wolf thing? I can't remember what it's called. And actually, he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it." Yeah, Guitarologist. I like his channel. I watched a lot of his stuff. I only discovered him a little bit recently, a few months ago. So I've been catching up and going through. I like his post Fridays and stuff. I think I do like him. He's a good player as well. Have you heard him play? Woo! We have a friend in common, John. I'm friends with everybody. It's because I'm a whore and I just friend everyone. Does anybody watch China Guitar Skeptic? Now called CGS. China Mike. He's really local to me. Ooh, crackle. He's gone posh. What, China Mike? Can hear that valve dying. It's dying. You've got Freddie Mercury as a Facebook friend. Clockwork Wolf and Co. That's it. Yeah, they're good channels. Yeah. Old China Mike has asked me to do a collab with him, so I don't know what we're gonna do. Which would be nice. It's a real shame. I've got a valve it's slowly dying in this amp. You can hear that? There it goes. I think it's just about dead now. It's a shame. I need to get some 12AX7s. If anybody's got any spare 12AX7s, post them to me. I need 6. Let's come back to life. It might not be really him though. Yeah, the amp's nice, man. I will. It's just I'm gonna have to turn it off now. I went through it yesterday. You'll see the video tomorrow when it goes up, and I went through it, and I did some work to it and serviced it and everything, and it was lovely and sweet. But it's got a. I noticed one of the preamp valves is microphonic, and it's slowly dying. That's what that crackling is. Yeah. So I was thinking of using my pod in the function band and pushing it through that. I think it's going to be nice. But I need to experiment to see what it's like to put my pedal board into the pod. So I didn't know whether to go into the pod first and then the pedal board, or the pedal board and then the pod and then the amp. And I could do one line out to the amp, one line out to the PA. Could be pretty awesome. You know, like that thing when he stands up and plays, he looks weirder than you. He's another great player. He's a nice guy too. Yeah, the same as the... Yeah, it's basically the same. 12AX7s are the same. It's just what we call them. Over here, it's the ECC83. Yes, I've got one. Because I did have one. I took this one out of my 5-watt just to see what it would do, and unfortunately I plugged it in, it went poof, and blew, this one's blown as well, so I haven't got one in my other amp now either. I've got no amps that work now until I get some of these, which is a real shame. But this one's stamped 2007, so that's quite old, so I'm not surprised. So that's, yeah, it's just those basically. Actually, the one that's in there is a 12A T, I think. TU? 12A TU, which is a lower gain one, but I'd rather have a 12AX7 in there. There's 7 on eBay, £42, yeah, exactly. A bit rich for me at the moment. February, worst month of the year. It's the worst month of the year for anything to be breaking, that's for sure. Although I have had a few gigs come in, but not a lot. March picks up pretty well, but actually the end of this month I've got 4 gigs in 3 days. Was it 5? I can't remember. My next gig, I am depping for another function band at that pub you came to in East Grinstead. The one you came to where I was playing with Naked Bass. I can't remember. This band's called Something Else, and they need me to do some shingaming for them. You get paid on the 31st of February. That sucks, doesn't it? I hate February. Pardon me. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much a guitar costs, to be honest. There is a huge point of diminishing returns anyway. I mean, you can buy a £5,000 guitar or a £500 guitar. It's not going to be £4,500 better than the £500 guitar, or even £4,900 better than a £100 guitar. It's just the way it is. It's all wood, innit? As long as the frets are good, the neck's good. I think the neck's the most important thing. This is what we were saying on Dr. Nerd stream yesterday about the necks. And he's got this really nice big baseball bat thick neck, and he was saying, you know, that's a good thing for tone and stuff like that. It's the most important thing, I feel. If you've got a good neck, the rest is and pickups can make a big difference too. PV Bandit 112 is the way forward, yeah? Yeah. No valve, solid state, yeah. I do have a solid state amp. I've got a session. It's not mine, actually. I say I've got it. It actually belongs to my bass player in my blues band. And he's trying to sell it. And I don't think he wants all that much money for it. And it is very, very nice. And I'm looking at it thinking, maybe I should say to him, let me have it and I'll give you the money when I've got it. Because I think he's having trouble getting rid of it anyway. If you're watching, I might do that. Because that's a really nice solid state amp. It's a good size as well. It'll fit in my boot. And like I say, no valves to worry about, even though I do like a valve amp. It's my preferred thing. For the blues band. For the function stuff, not so much. Ooh, car MOT in March. Yeah, car MOTs are always... I always drive really old cars as well. And my van is M-Reg, what's that? 24 years or something old. It's off the road at the moment, obviously, but it's always like, go on, sexy Brad, you can do it. And he always does. And my car's 16 years old, but it's got 11 months left on that, so I'm not worried about that at the moment. Folding travel guitar, yeah. What is that? The one with the neck that folds in like that? I was gonna build one. I was thinking of like trying to make my own version. I was gonna do like a oil can guitar that did that, which I thought would be fun. Yeah, they reckon they do stay in tune. I don't know. I can't imagine it being good for the strings though. You know, I don't know. I can't imagine the strings lasting very long doing that. I don't know, really. Katana, good amp. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about those. I think Dave Simpson uses one, doesn't he? PV Classic Mini Head. Yeah. I used to have a PV 120 watt valve 2x12 once. I swear the thing was heavier than me. But what a sound. I did get rid of it in the end. You need to find a decent guitar teacher. What songs the function band? Function band, Naked Bass is what I mean. We do all sorts, from like The Police, Stones, do some old rock and roll stuff, as well as doing stuff like by the Killers and Kaiser Chiefs and all. You know, it's all that kind of massive mix of stuff that you'd expect to be playing at functions, really, weddings and things. But we're all like rockers at heart, so we do like, you know, All Right Now by Free and stuff, and you know, things like that. Marshall MG15. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the drummer is really good in this band. I've only done 3 gigs with them, and the rhythm section is, well, they all are. The singer too, he's good too. I mean, it's, yeah, really good. They've been doing it a long while, you know, all very tight. How long does it take to learn a new song? Depends on the song, really. I've been trying to learn Mr. Brightside, and that is a bitch. It's a real bitch. And the other one, the Police song that I learned, one of the first songs I learned for the band. What's it called? Message in a Bottle. That's a killer. Those 9. Yeah, yes, that hurts. Keeping that going. But stuff like we do like American Idiot, Green Day, and all the small things by, you know, I think it's Sum 41, was it? Blink 182, Sum 41, I don't know. Yeah, they're just, you can learn them in like 10 minutes. So it does depend, really. And the rock and roll stuff is usually pretty easy. It's usually just a 1-4-5 progression. Just have to remember where the stops and changes are. That's all. But it's pretty straightforward. And we kind of wing those anyway and jam those a bit. You know, Johnny Be Good and stuff. I don't know, yeah. The jam session, the jam sound check, the 10-minute version of Brown Sugar. Yeah, it's a tough one, Jason, isn't it? That Message in a Bottle. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, we do that too. The reggae medley, yeah, we do like, well, I forget how that went. They slipped into that. They didn't warn me of that. They just slipped into that. I was like, what the frick's going on now? No Woman, No Cry and stuff. And Oasis, of course. Hey, Doctor, no. What we're on now? We're not on anything at the minute. We're just chatting. I was just saying about my amp dying. Well, the valves died. I think it's finally died. In my beloved Plexi. Oh, it's dying. Sort of in and out. So I probably should turn it off, really, before it goes up in smoke. Boom. So yeah, if anybody feels generous and wants to send me one of these, I'd much appreciate it. Does it feel weird playing in another band? Not really. No, it's all good fun. I mean, it's all part of what you have to do, really. It's all like the multiple streams of income if you want to like keep yourself alive as a musician. So you kind of have to, really. It's one of those. I'm in a fortunate position because I sing and play guitar, so I can go out and do solo gigs on my own. I can play in bands. I can depth for bands. I play bass as well, so I can do that for people too. So I'm quite lucky in that respect. But no, I quite enjoy doing different things. So the function stuff's very, very different to what my original band does. It's a preamp valve Doctor preamp, 12AX7. I actually need 6 of them because my Ashton has been raped of all its valves. I've got the power valves for it, which I found in my workshop. I've got 4 of these. I hope they work. I'm not sure if they do. But I'm just low on preamp valves, really, and low on funds to buy any at the moment. But I shall get plug into something else. Well, I'm in the Dewberry, the pod anyway. Oh, get tangled up. Just switch it over to the DAW. Let me turn up. There we go. So that's just the pod going in. I can't really hear it. I can't hear it myself. That's the usual. It's clipping a bit. How's that sound? Pardon me. Yeah, I like Oasis. I like the early Oasis stuff. Hughes and Kettner. Yeah, I've never used a Hughes and Kettner. But I'm sure they're good as anything, really. How do I approach writing a riff? Do you just noodle until something pops out? Yeah, usually. That's usually how it goes. I could just be, just noodling away. And something will come up, and you're like, "Oh, I like that," and off it goes. It's when you sit down and try to write something, it doesn't happen. It never happens as well. It's better just to be that out of your head and just noodling around on the guitar. And then things just happen sometimes. Does it feel less stressful not fronting a function band? Yeah, it's a lot easier just to stand there and play guitar and laugh at everyone. See, things like that, yeah. There's a song there. Be the next one, couldn't it? Stevie, no. Go fund me for your valves. Nah. Yeah. See, I do have a Patreon account. I just feel weird asking people for money. That's all. I do have a Patreon page where people can donate on there, and I wanted to do something else with it to make it so I'm giving something back rather than just, you know what I mean? It's a tricky thing. I'd rather just grow the channel to a big enough thing that the ad revenue pays me enough, so then I'm not asking anything, and get sponsorships and stuff like that. That's the plan. Aside from the recent experiment, have you ever written with other? Yeah. In band situations, I have. And there's a friend of mine who wasn't a friend of mine at first. He is now. Called David Tottle, who writes amazing songs, and he employs me to go and help him in the studio, and with a drummer and a bass player, and we sit there and have like massive songwriting sessions, and that's good. Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy doing that with him. And in band situations, I've co-written songs with other band members and things. Start the next song. I need a drum track for that then. There's your riff. Yeah, I know, Jason. Yeah, I am. But it's just that time of year. I know it picks up as the year goes on. It's just the way it is. January's never great. February's usually worse. And then, I mean, I look at my calendar for the end of this month, and then picking up into March, and it's just like shoots off again. Lots of gigs. Weather starts getting better as well. People tend to have more money. Start going out again. Busking's a bit more lucrative. All that stuff, you know. I'd rather just make YouTube videos all day. That's what I'd love to do. I do make a lot of YouTube videos though. Giving you a song. Well, you gave me the song, really. I just produced it. Yeah, early access stuff. Yeah, I do have a thing on there for guitar lessons. You know, so I'll send like, yeah. I need to look at Patreon a bit closer. Yeah, you should do it, Dr. Nerd. Get back on them drums, man. I'd love to learn to play drums. I can play very basic drums, but it's something that I want to do at some point. Have you considered making incidental music, TV things like that? No, not really, actually. I'd probably need to buy a keyboard and stuff if I was going to do that kind of thing, but no, not really. I did nearly years and years ago get into writing music for computer games, which would have been interesting, but I never pursued it. We'd love to see you have a go on the drums live. I can play drums a little bit. Not great though. Yeah, I should get a keyboard really. I can play keys. That's how I started in music. I got up to grade 5 piano. Started when I was 6. Got grade 5 by 12 and then picked up a guitar and never bothered after that. Yeah, I should do that, Lamb, shouldn't I? I'm sure I could find a good blank somewhere. Fancy yourself as a Chad Smith-esque drummer. Really closer to Ringo Starr. So I've been exploring this pod, and I'm really loving it. And I didn't realise that it had so much on it until I watched China Mike demonstrating it. And I have the manual as well, so there's no excuse. There's some cool sounds on here. Love it. Yes, the cabs. So that sound there, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to get the cabs. Hang on, cabs. What kind of cab would go with that? Like a 2x12. Let's go with 2x12. I'll go 2x12. Where are you? Can't see, it's too dark. Go 1x12. That's what I normally use, a 1x12. It's kind of smoothed it out a bit. It's a lot of fun. That was a 1x12. I can't see. Oh, 2x12s are there. 2x12 should give you that 5k in the middle, right? Hang on a second. Let's get the old out. Let's try that. Takes me back to my teenage years. It is the same set of strings. It's still untitled, Dr. Nerd. I was saying earlier that we need to come up for a name. I've been calling it the train song, but it's not, is it? It shouldn't be called that. Thank you, Bingo Queen. You might see a string snap live on air. You might not. So I'm going to stop that now. Silly, isn't it? If I have a good interface, try the Helix Native. Really? So I'd love to just lock myself in here one day and just play with everything and just get some really cool tones going on. It's having time to sit there and work this stuff out. But it's like I was saying about the pod. It's 20 years old, this thing now. It's incredible. And China Mike, I shouldn't call him China Mike because he's not that anymore. But yeah, Mike was demonstrating his, and I just didn't realise what it was actually capable of. I've only ever used like a few things on it. It's pretty cool. I want to see what it's like in a band situation. I was thinking of just not having an amp at all and just taking this. I don't know what else we got on here. I'm just going through the different... Woohoo! What's that? That's a weird one. Don't like that. Did like that one. Ooh. That's a bit aggressive. It's getting a bit 70s, isn't it? What's this one? The only thing is, they're all different volumes. That's more me. That's more me. Let's try a different cab. Let's go back to a 1B12. That's not bad. The Nerd Herd. I like that. Yeah, choice, yeah. The choice shock, it is. It is. Quite like that. I don't know what any of these are supposed to be. That's nothing. Ooh. Don't like that. There's a lot on here I don't like. I don't know what that's supposed to be. This is nice. Yeah, that's the one. I think that's the Dumble. Supposed to be. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. I think I want to try that setting with my pedal board in front of it. Boss GT6 pedal board. Or like a multi-effects. See, that's another thing, isn't it? Makes things easier. See, when I went to tour in Russia, I had to take all my pedals with me on the plane. So, I only had hand luggage. So I had to take all the pedals off my pedal board, because at the time my pedal board was like, and had them all in my luggage. So every time I went to do a gig, I was using, I don't know, about 9 pedals. I had to like set them all up. And like the promoter and the sound engineer were like, "Well, this is taking too long." You said, "Oh no, block it." You know, and I thought I should have just took a multi-effects with me. Really, would have been easier, wouldn't it? So something like that would be good for that kind of situation for me. Sounds nothing like a Dumble. Yeah, I know. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, what kind of cab would a Dumble have? Just have a 1x12, wouldn't it? Normally, if it's a combo, depends. Let's try a different cab. It changes it completely, doesn't it? So I prefer that. That's quite nice. I like that. So it's just a different cab. It's still a 1x12, but I suppose it's a different speaker. What might be open back or closed back, I don't know. There's no information. Yeah, it's nice to that one. I like that. I have to remember that one. That'll probably be the one I'll be using. Yeah, I do like it. It does it weigh a ton. I used to use a floor pod years ago. Years and years and years ago. When I was in a duo with backing tracks. I did that. I did that for 10 years. Sacrilege. But I used to get lots of work doing that. With a keyboard player. We had a keyboard player. He sang. I didn't. I played guitar and did backing vocals. And I used a floor pod straight to the PA. Piece of pea to set up. Loved it. And got some decent sounds out of it for all the stuff we were doing. Flex tone amps, yeah. Yeah, most of them sounded shite. Oh, thanks, Smokey Joe. Smoking Joe. I keep calling you Smokey Joe. Smoking Joe. I like to play. Playing a long time though. But this guitar's excellent, isn't it? Just doesn't go out of tune. Less than £100. Obviously apart from the pickup, but I was given that. But pretty good. These pods, not bad, are they? For 20-year-old. 20-year-old technology, and it sounds like that. It's pretty amazing. I could literally just take... In the function band, I could literally just take that and plug into the PA. Just give myself a monitor. Take a monitor, yeah. Take a monitor in that. That'd definitely go in my little sports car. Maria's going to make coffee. Make me one. No more Chigsby. No, I haven't had any more trouble with it. What I did do, as a little update for you, I took that washer out. Remember me saying this thing was in there? That was gripping the nut, so every time I turned it, it undid like a ratchet. But and it was much better, but it still did it very, very slightly. But not as much. So, but what I did is I just got a little bit of super glue and I stuck it on the end, just in front of the nut. Just a little dab of super glue, boop, like that, and it's perfect. Perfect now. And that's it. Works a charm. I've actually seen them cheaper now as well since I bought this one, which I paid about 15 quid for. I've seen them for 11 quid. Same thing. So, worth a shot. Worth a go. Yeah, see? Great minds think alike, Smoking Joe. Genial. But I'm very, very impressed with this guitar from Thomann. Hats off to them for it. It's a very, very nice... It's a gorgeous neck. Really lovely. It's not a baseball bat, but it's not thin, like Ibanez thin either. It's sort of somewhere in the middle. And I don't have huge hands, so it's really comfy for me. It's lovely. I did round the frets off. I rounded the fretboard off as well. And it's just gorgeous. But it's funny, my go-to guitar is like less than £100. Just shows you, doesn't it? So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything else to this guitar. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. It's working fine. I was going to age all the chrome, but nah, I think I'll just leave it as it is. It is starting to, I don't know if you can see, starting to wear there already, like naturally. So it's going to start like getting that relic-y look all on its own. So I'll just leave it as is. Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, you guys, send me your email addresses any which way you can. You got my email address up in the comments somewhere. Facebook's good. Email me directly, whatever you want to do, and I'll get the track to you in whatever form you want. If you want me to take the bass out, take the bass out. If you want me to take the vocals out, or you want it as is, that's fine. And send me your parts, and then can have some fun putting that all together. Also, if you want it, do we want to carry on and do more songwriting? You know, do we want to do it every stream, or should we just do it as a thing now every week? I mean, it's really up to you guys. Yeah, Messenger's cool. You want to do an album? And I think what would be cool as well. I mean, I don't know what genre you would call that last one. Is that like a acoustic pop? Is it a pop song? I don't know. It's kind of like Beatles-ish. But it doesn't matter what genre, really. It can be a mix of different things. It'd be really cool to do like an electric song next, you know, with electric guitars, something riffy maybe, you know. Yeah, I like it. I don't think anybody else is really doing it either. I did have a quick browse through to see if anybody was doing a similar thing. So yeah, something different, isn't it? And I think it'd be really cool. It'd be a cool record, and maybe we could release it. Maybe I could like reach out and see if we can get some like bigger YouTubers in on it. Get them to play some parts, and then they can, you know, promote it through their channels. Maybe we can do it for charity and sell it. For charity. We could release it at Christmas. It could be like a Christmas album. Which means we'll have to write a Christmas song. Oh, great. Yeah, we'll carry on then. What I would really like is, for the next one, is possibly a drum track to work off of. So like it could be anything. Something a bit groovy that we could really get our teeth into. That'd be really cool. Made YouTube history, yeah. I can take these off. I don't know why I got my Princess Leia's on. Makes my ears all hot. Do it with a click. Hey Simon, there he is. Yeah, do it with a click definitely, because it just makes the whole editing process easier. Funky man. I keep saying every man needs a good cardigan. I've got a whole wardrobe full of great cardigans. It's a source of all my power, and all my internet power. So that's what we're gonna do then. So alright, so next week, next Hutch Club. If anybody wants to send me anything ahead of next Hutch Club, like a drum track, Simon. I didn't find the sound in the MP3, no, because I was trying to do it on my phone, on my 4G, and it was just being a right pain in the jacksie. Because I've just had a right hectic week, and I haven't had a chance to do lots. It's like Starsky's cardigan on Hutch. Yeah, exactly. Was it Starsky that wore the cardigans? Which one was Hutch? Was he the blonde one? Oh, of course, Lamb. Yeah, you did, didn't you? I keep forgetting about that. Yes. Hutch's crutch. Right then, so, anywho, I think that's enough for the Hutch Club this week. We've done really well. You know, good job, everybody, really. It was mostly you. I only put it together like a big puzzle. David Soul was Hutch. Good singer. Was he? Yes. Although it was done to a click, Simon. Peace. Until next time. You're in there first, Lamb. Right then. Oh, I am tired. So I'm going to get off and get to bed, I think. Up at 4:30 for Jim. He hates it when I wake him up at 4:30, but it's fun. Anyway, so, one thing left to say, and that is peace till next time. And all that. So, well done, guys, and I'll see you all next week. And don't forget to look out for tomorrow's video. It's going up at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye.